Dark days in Gaza. There is no electricity in the strip after the Seoul power plant has stopped operating. The unprecedented events of the weekend have changed the lives of millions, both for Palestinians and Israelis alike. And it's hard to comprehend the magnitude of this new war and its future repercussions right now. But one thing is clear. This is going to be a long and painful one for both sides. Leaders around the world are condemning the attack carried out by Hamas on Israel. U.S. President Joe Biden took the podium on Tuesday and, in an emotional speech, denounced the Hamas attacks, vowing to stand by Israel. Over the course of about 11 minutes, the U.S. president called the strikes on Israel pure, unadulterated evil, sheer evil, and indiscriminate evil. Biden also said the militant group had carried out atrocities, including murders of entire families and rapes of women.
You know, there are moments in this life, and I mean this literally, when the pure, unadulterated evil is unleashed on this world. The people of Israel lived through one such moment this weekend. The bloody hands of the terrorist organization Hamas, a group whose stated purpose for being is to kill Jews. This was an act of sheer evil. More than 1,000 civilians slaughtered, not just killed, slaughtered in Israel.
Biden's remarks were his clearest show of support for Israel yet, as the death toll surges above 1,200. Gaza officials have also reported over 1,000 people have been killed in Israeli airstrikes. President Biden also confirmed that at least 14 Americans died in the surprise attacks on Saturday, and a number have been taken captive by Hamas. As fear grows of a regional conflict, Biden, while not naming Iran by name, said that, quote, to any country, any organization, anyone thinking of taking advantage of this situation, I have one word: don't. Tehran backs Hamas as well as the Lebanese militant group Hezbollah. The United States has assured assistance for Israel, including missiles for its Iron Dome. Washington has ordered its largest aircraft carrier to move closer to Israel. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan said that the U.S. was deploying hostage experts to Israel to assist, but not currently sending forces to Israel. Sullivan added that the U.S. is talking to Israel and Egypt about safe passage for Gaza civilians. Meanwhile, NBC is reporting that President Biden urged Prime Minister Netanyahu to minimize civilian casualties in the Gaza Strip. Moreover, there are questions being raised on whether any country can broker a ceasefire between the two sides, or if it's even appropriate to talk about a ceasefire with a militant group like Hamas. If, in an unlikely case, there is a country, who would that country be? The State Department has said that Antony Blinken, U.S. Secretary of State, would be visiting Israel to show solidarity and support. Our correspondent Jody Cohen has sent us this ground report from Ra'anana, Israel. Take a look.
So just behind me, you can see another community bomb shelter, and I'm standing here because on Tuesday night there were rockets fired in the south and the center of the country from Hamas in Gaza, and also in the north of the country from Hezbollah in Lebanon. And on Wednesday morning, for the first time, we've seen shelling from Syria. Now, further atrocities have also been discovered as the fighting with the infiltrators lessens, including finding the bodies of 40 babies, some of whom had been decapitated. A woman was found with her fetus ripped out of her stomach, and people burned alive. As a result of this attack that started on Saturday, the IDF is striking Hamas targets. It's very difficult in Gaza for civilians as well. The US is discussing the safe passage for Gazan civilians with Israel and Egypt, both of which have borders with Gaza. Hamas is still trying to get militia reportedly into Israel. Israel wants to restore deterrence and hopefully get the 150 hostages back, most of whom are Israeli, but many come from many countries around the world. The IDF spokesperson said the scenes are very difficult to watch and the fighting will intensify. This is Jody Cohen for WION World is One.